What's up, everybody? I am Snickenhoff, and we are back once again playing Ryazan in EU4. On the last episode, we finished up our war with Kazan. We started integrating Circassia. We looked longingly at war with Muscovy in the next 2 years, which is not out of the question. We do have 10 favors with the Commonwealth. I would love to ally Brandenburg and start getting them in on this too, but we're a little ways away from that. One thing we could do to start improving that, however, would be to build some boats. And I think I'm going to start doing that. $346, $354, $343, $332. Start out with that for now. I also have a diplomat free. Let's go ahead and start building up a spy network on Muscovy. Create a proper fleet or accumulate money. Let's go ahead and create a proper fleet. Working on it. Taking care of business every day. Bring this down a little bit more so we make some money. And can I consecrate any other metropolitans? Still no. Clergy's mad at me, the burghers are mad at me. It's fine though. Sweating sickness spreads through Ryazan, a virulent disease that kills peasants, clergy, and merchants and nobles within hours of infection spreads quickly throughout your capital, creating widespread panic and death. Our king flees the city. Spend every effort to limit its effects, or salvation and piety are the only answers. Yeah, I can ask them for a contribution, which makes them even more mad at me, but that's fine. Tuscany broke their alliance with Austria. Kazakh is getting trounced by Uzbek. I am pretty close to getting some more Streltsky. Also, I can make states still. And I should probably do that. States and territories. Astrakhan. How many state slots do I have? 4? 4 more? Volga. I mean, probably these three would be fine. Volga, Azov, and Lower Yik. We don't need the other ones, though. Volga. Azov. I cannot make this into a state yet because I don't own this one. Oh wait, yes I can. And Lower Yik. Oh, skipped over the big one. I may abdicate as soon as he hits 15. It is possible I might do that. Also, calm, stability, lowered stability cost modifier. Baden has entered a golden era. I've got navies. Okay, what am I doing trading-wise? I'm collecting in Novgorod, so I can just send these guys up here to protect trade in Novgorod. Nope, I cannot. Protect the trade in Crimea. If I'm going to do that, then I should be transferring from Crimea. Send the person in Kazan over there. And then, can I make any more claims? I think I need 30 to make more claims with them. One more diplomatic relation. And we can take another ability. I think it's between these two, to be honest. Let's go with this. And I can get some Streltsky. Which leave me 3 short of the force limit, which is fine. At some point I need to go in and start making cav and cannons a bit harder. Muscovy has rivaled Great Britain and no longer considers Denmark to be a rival. Speaking of institution spread, how is it doing out over here? It's 32% in Ryazan. It's 40% in Muscovy. Border friction. Our rightful provinces are held by other nations and our government seems to be making no effort to recover them. What's the use anyway? Proclaims the broadsheet. Widespread dissatisfaction with our failure to recover our claimed provinces is sweeping the nation. Perhaps policy changes in order, put a positive spin on things, or revoke the claim. Perhaps policy changes in order. Definitely. Speaking of... I need to get a claim on this. And on this. Okay, we may be able to give some land back to the clergy now. Muscovy just declared war on Kazan. Mamluks have internal conflicts. Let's give him this high autonomy stuff. I only need to give him like 2% more though. Right there. Perfect. That'll at least allow their loyalty to tick back up. And Does reduce it in all of our provinces. I'm not sure if it counts states or not, so let me wait on that for a second. Let me try to get all these stated, and then I'll hit the button just to make sure. And mostly just I don't know how the mechanic works exactly, so I'd like to not get blindsided by it, I guess. People sampling new religions. Our policy of encouraging innovation and free thinking has led our people to taking a more relaxed attitude to the state religion. Let them. Verosna gets heresy. Or reverse course for extra missionary strength, but also extra tech cost for 10 years. Am I taking techs in the next 10 years? Probably military tech, but not the other two. When will I have this by? 1568. Don't love it, but I think I'm just gonna do that. I couldn't hold out long enough for it to like go away, you know. Unpause. There we go. So this is the other place I want to claim, if I can. Yeah, now it's 15 provinces that'll be affected as opposed to 11. Family ties. For the past couple of days, we've been entertaining a guest from the royal court of the Commonwealth, the once home of the Queen. After a full week of hunting, feasting, and gossiping with the family, Agnes's cousin is finally preparing to return to Warsazwa. She assures us that she has had a wonderful time, and it is with a deep bow of gratitude that she'll make a return. She'll make certain to inform everybody back home about how kind the great Principality of Ryzan has been to her and continues to be her beloved cousin. This is what kin means. 10 dip, and Commonwealth's opinion of us goes up. Fantastic. Okay. Let me get this last claim right quick. Ooh, the Boyars want some land as well. Should probably give that to them. You want 3%? There you go, 3%. I can take this military tech, and I may just do it if I declare war on the Muscovies. The one problem with my army is that it is all infantry, no cavalry or cannons. You have no allies. But we can march straight to Moskva, which is probably what I would do. They would have armies out over here so they can invade my eastern region. First of all, let's see if the Commonwealth would even join in. They would. Wallachia would not. What's the manpower, or what's the military disparity here? We actually have more troops than they do and way more manpower. And we can get a tech advantage on them. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. The heir Dmitri breathes heavily. He has been lying in his bed for 3 days now, and reflected in the beads of sweat on his forehead is the fear in his attendant's eyes for Dmitri's life. Dmitri might not make it through the night unless something is done. We're going to send for a trained medicus. 50-50 chance. Good God! He was a 366, and he got replaced by a 211. Oh, why? He was a 366. The offices that deal with our subject nations have become isolated from those they govern. Have become so isolated from those they govern that they have become arrogant, convinced that there is no point in listening to anyone not in the capital. The anger in the colonies and vassals has boiled over. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, I want to make sure I claim at least this little bit. I definitely am going to want to try to take Moscow in this war. I have a claim on Kaluga. Call in the Commonwealth. Take the tech. My corruption is currently growing. Well, I'm going to end up taking out loan no matter what with this, so. Declining power of the boyars, okay. Yeah, they don't quite have the troops to match up with us here. Bourgeoisie request privileges. The bourgeoisie class has grown increasingly resentful of the power of the noble families, and particularly their lack of opportunities in the higher rank of government. The only route into power is to marry into poor but well-titled noble families, or pry open positions in government circles. Grant them privileges, we lose 50 admin. I'm going to need that admin. Or lose 50 dip. I mean, I would rather give the burghers loyalty, but I think I'm going to need that admin. I'm going to do it anyway. Well, thankfully, wherever Muscovy's army is, they're not too interested in coming after us. There it is. Reduce the independence of the church. I could actually use those ducats. One siege. And a battle. Send one dude over to here. Just keep everybody together. Alright, what can I take in this war? I want the stuff that cost me 0 dip. And I want that. It's going to cost me 444 admin to core all that. Why are they black flagged? Well, they did just take a lot of land off Kazan. Not quite. Even if I took away all the money, they wouldn't quite want to do it, and I definitely want that money. Depletion of the European beaver. Price of fur goes up. You come back here with everybody else. Let them run around in the east where the less valuable stuff is, and we will siege down all the stuff over here. It sounds perfectly fine to me. But we will finish up this war on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button down below, as well as subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. How many wars do you think it's going to take me to eat up all of Muscovy? It's going to take a while, isn't it? It's going to take a long while. Muscovy's big, but it'll be fine. And then by that point, maybe we'll be strong enough to take out the Ottomans. Then we work our way across the Ottomans. We work our way into Italy, and then we consecrate a metropolitan in Rome. It'll be great. Trust me, it'll be wonderful. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.